Yes. So the whole thing with my grandmother, my narcissist grandmother, I was her puppet master. I was under her influence. Everything that she was doing, I was following everything that she was doing. And at over time, every time I keep doing that, it's much more. I'm starting to notice um, the energy and the reciprocation. I'm starting to understand that every time I put more energy into this, more energy into her, more energy into her, I'm starting to realize she wants all these things for me, but I'm not getting anything out of her or anything in return from her. It seems like she want all the love, she want all the respect, she want all these things that she want from me, but she's not giving the same energy that I'm giving her. So yeah, I was under influence of her. Yeah, I was possessed by her. I was listening to everything that she was saying. I wish I would have never go along with all the stuff that she was telling me because I realized in the end that I was just being used by this woman. And then, and then at the end of the year, it went all the way toward the summertime when summer was almost over. That's when she touched my brother Brian, telling him that I don't care about Brandon's feelings right now. I don't care about his well being. I don't care about what he got going on. It's about me now. Me only. It's all about me. It will always be me. Well, that's when I realized is that, oh man, damn. When she said that in the text messages and when I saw that, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship with this woman. Maybe it's time for me to separate from her. Maybe it's time for me to cut her off. Because if that's how you feel, if you was feeling like this whole entire time, then maybe that is something that you should have told me that personally. But I realized that a narcissist is not going to tell you everything they want to tell you. A narcissist is somebody who doesn't care about your well-being or anything that you have going on. It's all about their well-being. And they crave for attention. They love attention. They're the center of the attention. They, you know, they love being a drama queen. They love starting drama even when the drama's not even there. They love making up things that hadn't happened yet. I remember the time where she made up all these things about my father, and she was saying things that in a text message what I saw where she wrote to me and said, "Oh, your father not gonna make a mint with your father doesn't want to talk to you unless you make a mint with your mother." And I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? Where this is coming from? So I started digging in some more, and I'm like, I'm gonna see what my father have to say about all of this. And if it turned out that you're lying, then you did all of this what to cause conflict between me and my father now? Because that's what it seemed like. That's what she was doing. It seemed like her attention was all wrong. She came up in there with bad faith. She had bad faith to the very beginning. There were a lot of times where I got in trouble with the rent people because she had me spend all that money on a new car because she didn't want me in her car, and she didn't want me driving her car. So and then as soon as I tell her that, oh well, my she had me spend all the money on the car, and then that's when she told me to my face, oh, it's all your fault. And in the back of her head, in her mind, she like, oh well, Brandon, nobody told you to listen to me. Why did you listen to me? I ain't asked you to go do you did that on your own. Nobody told you to listen to me. You wanted to listen to me, so that's your fault. It's a manipulation tactic that she used because that's what a narcissist does. So yeah, I was her puppet master. At the end of the day, she never really cared about my brother like that. She never really cared about his well-being or his feelings or anything he had going on because she already said she would never close to my brother Brian like that. She was never close to him to the point where they call each other, they hang out, they do things like that. And together, they never done anything together. They never went to dinner together. They never went to lunch together. It was always with me that she would do all these things with me because supposedly she claimed I was her special child. I was her special child. I was I was that golden child, the prince of the castle, and all these things that she saw in me. But really, I was her potential victim. I was her target the whole entire time. Even when living with her, she was very controlling. She was very domineering. She was very masculine. You wanna know how I know that? Because every time when we do something for her, well, it's more like when I ask her to, well, see, I don't pressure her, ask her to do anything for me. When she does it, and when she does something nice to me, how she showered me with gifts and money and trips. It was mostly like, okay, she did all of that, and then she'll turn around and say, okay, since I did all this for you, now you have to do something for me now. Now I want all these things. And I'm looking at it like, why would she spin around the block and ask for all this stuff just because you did something nice for me? Okay, I appreciate it. I ain't asked for you to do it. It's not like I begged for you to do it. She wanted to go do that. That was just something that she did that on her own. It's not like I forced her to do those things. It's not like I forced her to give me money. I ain't force her to give me money. She wanted to do that. That was something that she did that by herself. I didn't force her to do any of these things. I didn't ask for none of this stuff. But then, and then a few days later, she'll spin around the block. She'll ask me, "Well, you got to pay me back. You got to do this, or I'm gonna sue you in court." Here's the thing. Here, check this thing out. Yeah, she did say that to me, saying that she would sue me in court. That was the end of our relationship right there. Because, as I can remember, you gave your brother Melvin 20K, right? You gave him $20,000. You don't give me that much money that you give everybody else more money than you give them. You gave your brother 20K. What did he do with that money? He blew it all on weed. He blew that money all on weed. And then when you asked for the money back from your brother, he told you to your face, I'm not giving you a damn thing. You're not taking him to court, but you'll take me to court? I just didn't understand that. Like, how she can just, I guess maybe the relationship was really that personal to her, between me and her. Because at once upon a time, we were close. I didn't think it was really that all that like serious between us. At the end of the day, I put all my love and energy into somebody who didn't really love me back the way I want them to. And all the time, it was a fake relationship because she used this situation as nothing but a transactional. And that's what it was. It was all about money when it came to her. Money, 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 money. That's what it was all about when it came to this woman. It wasn't anything to the point where she sat down with me and say, "Hey, Brandon, I want a real relationship. I want a connection." It was nothing. Never like that. It was more every other day. She keeps talking about money when it came to me, and she keeps talking about me giving her money. And she wanted to get money out of my Social Security disability, and I told her I can't give you that money because it comes with strict terms and strict rules. And because if I would have did that, Social Security disability would have cut me off. So no, I'm not doing that. So she got upset. So the next thing she did was she took away our apartment and she took her name off the lease. And the next thing she did was after she got done doing that, then she moved on to telling everybody, me and my brother's business about what was going on behind closed doors. She already told people who don't even give a fuck about this woman. At the end of the day, she told Alex, she told people, tower management, she told the superintendent, supervisor, she told the people who control the apartment complex. She told the people in Newark, the clerk desk, the front desk, the workers. She told them down there, and she told the people in court. She told the judge, like all these people that she have told. They all said to me like, "Yo, your grandmother said this. Yo, your grandmother said that." At the end of the day, they have no loyalty towards my grandmother. Cause why? They're not friends. They don't know her. They never been around this woman to know what she is and what she's like. At the end of the day, I know what she's like personally. I know everything about this woman since I was 16 years old when I first moved in there. I know everything about her. At the end of the day, she is not what she said she is. She may put all on the front to the people in the public, and that's how she want to portray herself, like she's an amazing woman. But behind closed doors, she's the evil spirit Jezebel. She is the evil spirit Jezebel, y'all. She is not this sweet lady. Yes, she'll put on a. She this is her pretending at being that. That's like her being a nice woman, her being a sweet woman, putting on a sweet voice. Oh, she's a sweet old lady. No, that she's far from a sweet old lady, actually. If you was seeing how she is and how she moved if behind closed door, you wouldn't be like, "Oh wow, she is not who she says she is in the public." They only, I get that's just a cover up. She does that. She put on the front for everybody in the public, and her going to these certain events and to her friends, she may do all this. She may have everybody fooled out here thinking that she was the most amazing person, but from what I've seen all these years, she's not. Just because she spent money on me on gift trips, vacation, and buying me an apartment, that still doesn't take away the fact that a kind of person that she is and her character. I don't care if you spend money on me. All that stuff that you talking about, you bought the apartment. Who cared what you done for somebody? Stop worrying about what you done for someone. It's always they worrying about what they doing. It's always the one that always worrying about what you do for somebody. Well, how about you worry about what you're not doing instead of worrying about what you are doing? How about worry about what you're not doing? That's what she need to focus on. And as a woman, she need to figure out hold herself accountable for a lot of things that she did to me and a lot of things that she put me through. She could sit there and say she didn't do anything wrong. Anybody who texts me in my phone and tells me this, I don't know what I could have done to hurt you. If you say I did, so be it. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she it gave it away. There it is. There you go, people. For her to say that, there it is, right there. See, I didn't have to go jump hoop to hoop to get a confession from her. She already told on herself and said what she said in a text message when she sent that to my phone. She already admitted that she did something wrong. Way far, a lot more thing that she did that was wrong in those years of being with her since I was 16. She just admitted it. So it's not like she deny it and say, well, man, and you're a liar. Well, this is not true. She didn't say any of that. The way she exactly how the way she said it, that gave it away. That was the answer. That was all I needed to know.